for being a short, pithy 9-page report, I think there was a lot of data put into that report if you know how to read between the lines.
Okay, I want to bring up Eric Weinstein. Welcome to the party, Eric. I saw your comment about coming late to the UFO party. You have a question for Louis?
Well,
hi, Eric. How are you?
Hey, Louis. Good to be with you. Just here with a friend of yours, Dan Sheehan.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, he talks very highly of you.
And conversely of you behind your back, sir.
No doubt.
What I wanted to say was just to lend support to you in that a close reading of that report goes in exactly the opposite direction of a casual and cursory reading of that report. And I think that it's much more important that people just know that this is what close reading was designed for, to read between the lines for what was written between the lines, rather than to take things at face value.
Absolutely.
You know, Edgar Allan Poe dealt with this in a story that isn't much read anymore called The Purloined Letter, in which you take the most valuable stuff, you crumple it up as a piece of paper that doesn't matter to anyone, you throw it in a corner in the middle of the living room, and nobody bothers to look at it while they're pulling apart the floorboards looking for the secret. And I'm pretty sure that in signature management is one phrase, other is another, that if you look at it very carefully and you take the time to read the 6 pages that matter, it's very clear what at least one of the authors of that report is, because it looks like a report that is the result of a conflict between multiple authors to me.
It is. And in fact, I won't go into a lot of detail here, but one of the authors was one of my former deputies in ATIP. So I'm very familiar with how this report went down, a lot of the internal friction. Look, this is a report that was written by some folks who had an impossible job, an impossible mission. They were underfunded, under-resourced, and yet they did their best shot at it. And then all of a sudden now it goes through the Department of Defense for review, then it goes through the Director of National Intelligence for review, and everybody la-di-da-di, and comes to find out that there were a lot of offices that were never even contacted to write this report in the first place. So this is a report that has been absolutely from the get-go full of challenge and fraught with stigma, and it wasn't easy to put out. And then on top of that, at the unclassified level, truth be told, I don't know how they did it. I don't know if I could have done that, to be honest with you, if I had the same task.
Well, let me just say this. The way it reads on a close reading is we are going to hide behind the fact that we didn't have uniform reporting standards to pretend that everything before 2019 doesn't meet the definition of scientific because of the lack of of regularity. Ergo, can you guys please forget about everything before 2019? Don't ask for data. And so I think...
And Mr. Weinstein, let me be very clear here. We have stacks, and I mean stacks, of historical U.S. government reporting that was once...
No offense, sir, but I don't actually want you saying it because you sound slightly defensive when you have to say that this is a blockbuster of a report, when I can tell you that I have shut down every UFO conversation I've ever encountered until last year because I can't stand the topic. I always thought this was hokum and BS. And what I'm telling you is that you don't need to say it. There's no question, but that report was absolutely one of the most riveting things, but only when read closely. Because
Eric, I think...
Yeah.
You're correct, sir.
What, Alan?
Sorry, Alan.
Yeah.
Just to wrap up.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring people into the room, and I also wanted to say that I don't think Lou should be defending it. I think that we should recognize that we just aren't reading these things closely like we used to anymore.
I agree, and it's only a preliminary report. And do you think the 80-page that went to the Senate Intelligence Committee should be released, Lou?
Well, of course I do. I think sunlight is the best antiseptic, especially regarding this topic. Look, your money paid for data through your taxpayer dollars that is owed to you. You paid for it, and I think it should. I do. I think it should be released to the American public. It's your information.
Exactly.
The problem is that decision's not up to me.
No, but yeah, I mean, but you are compelled to come forward, and we all appreciate that. Thank you, Eric, for being part of this, and I will interview sometime what changed your mind. Let me just bring up Roderick Martin, who always
and real quick, Eric, I look forward to talking with you in the future. So
And
again,
so
thank you for your time.